Mandem, an absolutely sensational hate watch took place today. Now, I've already done the cooking on the TikTok page at Tense Talks. We're going to talk about the game, we're going to talk about the players, we're going to talk about the impact on the title race. If you want to see the cooking, I'll insert it here now. I already had my way with them, man. Yeah. I really enjoyed the hate watch. I enjoyed the match. I enjoyed the spectacle. And as I said at the end of the video, this was a narrative builder, a narrative maker, something that could really swing what has come to seem like a very straightforward and success, like pending success season for Arsenal Football Club. Quadruple hype. They told me, oh, quadruple, quadruple. As I said, the only quad you're gonna get is in your thighs, fam. Because brother, they shut that down real quick. Yeah, that quad got shut down quicker than Debenhams, fam. It's peak. It's very peak for them man there. But the thing is, this obviously the perfect way to put this right for Arsenal is to go and win the Premier League. Go and win the Premier League. Go to the Etihad and beat Manchester City. Obviously, don't want some mad people. New match coming soon. It's the headphone Mac. But the best way to overcome this is to beat them at the Etihad and go win the league, go win the Champions League, go win something like that, and then you won't care about the Carabao Cup. When we lost the 21 FA Cup final to Leicester, we didn't care. We had the Champions League. Imagine you had the Champions League and the Premier League, or just the Premier League. So speak for Arsenal now, but the main thing that I'm taking about this is Arteta. We always thought it, crunch time. He shits the bed. He today I think shut the bed. A City team that they shouldn't be scared of. They should have no. In that second half, they were so negative. No creation, no imagination. Even in the first half, after the first 10-15 minutes. My bad. People, that's what they did. They must have woken up sneezing 3 times and felt ill, fam. Logan Paul business. They must have, you get me, not been on it, fam, because they weren't on it. They weren't up for the fight. And why is it that they always crunch time when it matters? They cannot do it. Arsenal Football Club is. It's mad, and the fact that they've been waiting for this day for so long. The time that they're finally in a final. The time that they're finally back in a final, chance to win silverware. And they bottled it, bro. Buxton FC, fam. It was peak to watch. Evian Football Club. Actually, like, how are you coming up against a plastic football club, Manchester City? I know it's rich. Oh, it's rich for the Chelsea fan, whatever. How you coming up against a plastic football club at Man City, and you're still the team on the pitch that looks more like an Evian bottle, fam? Bottlers FC, they've done it again, fam. Tottenham Hotspur, it's happened again. Arsenal FC, Mikel Arteta, it's happened again, fam. But bro, yeah, for City, let me talk about City later. But for Arsenal, again, you can't get over the hurdle. You can't get over the line. They're proving to themselves that hold on, every time that we need to win, we don't. We just don't. And that's what Rance says something similar. Like when Arsenal need to win, they don't, and they're not. Today would have been a huge step towards the Premier League title. Again, you're beating the guys that are chasing you, and then I always had a feeling. I just kind of knew that City would win this final. I always had a feeling. My mum asked me today, "Who do you think is going to win it on a footballing level?" Today, when I was like, I couldn't see it, especially the form that City are in, etc. All these kind of things. But months prior and weeks prior, I was always just like, this is the game City would win to start their real hunt down of Arsenal. And people were talking a lot about how the points difference got obviously less by City drawing against West Ham. However, when you get to this point of the season, it's less about points and it's more about game swing, especially when you're playing each other in a month's time. It's about the game swing. The game swing stayed the same. Manchester City still have to beat Arsenal, have to win the game in hand, and then have to Arsenal have to drop points, and then they have to make up that gap by winning and capitalizing on that. That was always the case. It's still the case. It may just come down to goal difference. So it is still the case. City are not out of it because of that. I found it strange that people were like beforehand City are out of it, afterwards. Before that West Ham game, City are in it. After that, City are out of it because it's the same thing. It's the same swing. The thing that made me feel like, Arsenal gonna win it is, as I said on my TikTok review for that Arsenal Everton game, that Diamond goal just felt like a title winning moment. But Arsenal, again, they're proving to themselves, proving to their fans, proving to all of us that as much as we thought they had overturned the hurdle by beating Leverkusen, beating Everton, getting over the line in 2 tough games, they proved to us again at Wembley that when they need to win, they don't. and they still struggle with getting over the line, and that is not going to be good in terms of breeding confidence into the fan base. They're still going to be a bit nervy as they are. If they had got that trophy duck out of the way, maybe they would have been a bit more chill and things of this nature. But it's mad. It's actually mad. Arsenal lose, crazy, and could they really end this season with nothing? From holders to folders like origami, it could be peak for them and there if they don't win nothing this season. I believe they will win something, Arsenal. However, it now is like like the FA Cup, they could face each other again. Arsenal and City, they could, because City have Liverpool. If they beat them, and Arsenal will beat Southampton, even if they get drawn on the opposite sides, they're likely to go to the final. And then they could meet in the semi-final. So that'll be interesting. Another Wembley meeting is quite likely. I'd say 70% upwards. Obviously, they still have to play in the Premier League. Arsenal still in the Champions League. Manchester City are not. They've now got the Carabao Cup out of the way. After the international break, we'll see what happens with the FA Cup. But they have the Premier League as pretty much their main focus for now. And then the FA Cup final will be after that, I believe. Actually, no, it won't be this year. I think it will be before. I think it's like middle of May. Yeah, I think it's like 12th of May or something like that. Or like 16th of May, something like that. But yeah, as I said, the title race is still about to get interesting. And you know what's peak? Who have they got next? Cha-ching! Hey, bro, I promise you, I want us to lose that game. I want us to lose. Like, I don't want us to get top 4. I want us to get I don't want us to get top 5 for reasons that, if you follow the page, if you follow the YouTube, and I'm going to drop a video on this very soon, for Clear Lake and the directors and everything, that all the people who own and run Chelsea Football Club, I think it's best for us to fail so that they have a look in the mirror and say, we got to change things up. So that's why I want us to lose the City game, and then I want us to beat Man United because bragging rights. I want us to beat Liverpool because bragging rights. I want us to finish 6th, so it's not too disgraceful. We were in the Europa League. We can try and do something in the FA Cup, you know, and that's just what it is. That is, you know, we could meet Arsenal in the final. That's mad. But we're in the semi. That is mad, isn't it? We could play Arsenal again at Wembley. Flipping, I'm not even thought that far. We got to beat Port Vale first, but yeah, it's mad. The Premier League, City next game, Chelsea, as I said, and that would be a big game going to Stamford Bridge. So the next Premier League game is, you know, they could fall at the first hurdle. I can see us getting a draw in that game. I really just can. But we're in the mud right now, you know. So City need to make sure that game, you win the first game back from the cup win and the international break. If they were to beat Chelsea, momentum, you've won the cup final, you've beaten Liverpool in the FA Cup perhaps, then you beat Chelsea, it's like, we're back. City, we're back onto to you know, the level that we know we can be at. And then from there, it could get very interesting. You know, Arsenal, back onto the actual game, less narrative talk. Yeah, I just thought very negative. I thought City got it spot on. But when you say spot on, I feel like it's just City, how they play. It's how Pep aims to play. And as I said in the TikTok review, I just think this was like how they always aim to play. But this is like, they really executed to like the top level, and Arsenal didn't help by just sitting off them. They didn't even press, didn't offer much counter-attack threat. They didn't have much on the ball. They had nothing. They really had nothing in that second half, and even in the first half, they had a bit of the ball, nice little quality, but then it was a bit of a back and forth game. But they just didn't really offer much quality. Like, it was strange. City, Trafford came in and performed well. Made a couple of nice saves. Nunez has been profiled well in that right back position. He can come inside and go wide. He's profiled well over there. O'Reilly inverting, ghosting in, getting his goals. Really good. Just technically good footballer. Kusanov, monster. Very, very good centre back. Bernardo doing a job for the team. Rodri, good, decent little performance there. Haaland would have been a bit frustrated. Not much. The game wasn't really a Haaland game because obviously Arsenal were sitting back. They were compact and they were man-marking Haaland, being physical. So the little chances that Holland did get, he tried, he did okay with what he got, but he didn't get much. And the game was played really outside of the box, and City were playing it well, but it wasn't knocking it in the box. And it was smart to not be knocking it in the box in the second half. In the first half, they should have done it more, and when they did, it got them success because there was space in there. In the second half, there was no space to put crosses. It would have been useless. So you let them occupy Erling and just play outside and just bring them out, and then, you know, and they did it well. They did it really well. They moved the ball really, really well. That was top City. That was really good from City. And Arsenal, as I said, Declan Rice, boy, Saka, boy, Some of the performances, Havertz, Gyökeres, Trossard, bro, it wasn't good. It really wasn't a good day for Arsenal. But let me know what you guys think is gonna be the fallout from this. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the game. Like, subscribe, peace.